Welcome back. In this video, we'll look at how landscapes and landforms are valued by people, communities, and organizations in society. It is noteworthy because they play a vital role in tourism, literature, art, and cinema. Musicians write songs about landscapes, poets describe landscapes, filmmakers employ landscapes in their films, and painters create landscapes. Landscapes and landforms are prized not just for their capacity to inspire the artists, but also for shaping identities and supporting tourism businesses. Uluru, for example, is a well-known tourist destination in the Northern Territory. The Inang people, the area's indigenous population, see this landform as a source of identity and spiritual worth. People have always put aesthetic, cultural, and spiritual importance on landscapes and landforms, and they will continue to do so. Landscapes are a source of inspiration for singers, poets, painters, and film directors. People's sentiments, memories, and connections are evoked when they listen to a song, read a poem, appreciate a picture, or watch a film. It can help kids connect with their sense of place and build their identity. Landscapes and landforms not only depict a land's geographical makeup, but also generate a sense of individuality among its residents. Australia, for example, has a strong sense of identity in terms of its landscapes and landforms. This identity is encapsulated in the name Australiana, which refers to individuals, events, and qualities that are uniquely Australian. Australia is shown as a varied land, encompassing all sorts of topography, from the desert scenery to the coast, and the grandeur of the Great Barrier Reef. As a result, Australians are portrayed as hardy and adventurous, with a strong connection to the country and all it has to offer. This concept of a strong connection to the land may be seen in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander dreaming narratives and legends delve into the origins of people, animals, and the land. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples believe they were born from the soil, mountains, and sky, and hence have a deep connection to them. To this day, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture is centered on a connection to the land. For millennia, landscapes and landforms have influenced the identity of civilizations and people. For tens of thousands of years, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have cared for country on this island continent and its islands, and they continue to narrate cultural tales about its origins. For many years, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have lived in, walked across, controlled, and loved Australian landscapes and landforms. These landscapes and landforms are, in reality, man-made. There is no wilderness or open space. Rather, all landscapes and landforms are distinct locations, with distinct cultural significance. These interpretations are frequently reflected in place names and narratives. For Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, geography, landform, creation or dreaming myths, and place names are all linked in this way. The Noongar people, for example, have traditional territory in Western Australia's southwest. Darling Scarp is supposed to be the body of a wagel, a snake-like creature from the Dreamtime who wandered over the country producing rivers, streams, and lakes. The Swan River is considered to have been formed by the wagel. Hawaii is home to two of the world's most active volcanoes. The Big Island is home to the volcanoes Mauna Loa and Kilauea. UNESCO designated Hawaii Volcanoes National Park as a World Heritage Site in 1987. The national park is frequently visited by researchers and visitors, but it is also frequented by native Hawaiians who come to pay their respects to the goddess Pele. Native Hawaiian culture, like that of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, is founded on oral tradition, with numerous stories passed down from generation to generation. Pele's home is Kilauea, and she is frequently shown as an old or young lady. Pele is usually seen soon before a Kilauea eruption. Kilauea's most recent eruption occurred in 1983, and it is still active today. The activity of the volcanoes is best seen at night. The national park also has significant historical and cultural monuments, including the Puloa Petroglyph Field, which contains approximately 2,300,000 ancient rock carvings, and the Footprints area, which contains entire and preserved native Hawaiian footprints. The footprints were formed in 1790, following a major eruption of Kilauea that expelled a massive storm of ash, boulders, and sand. The cascading dense ash killed many individuals in its path, but it was also an ideal medium for the formation of fossils, such as the footprints. Most significantly, the Volcanoes National Park has historical sites that depict the origins of Hawaiian ohana societies. Ohana is Hawaiian for family. There are ruins of ancient shelters, old stone walls of boat shelters, and caverns that were formerly home to Native Americans. Native Hawaiians have a particularly specific significance and connection to the volcanoes and their surroundings. Through tourism and art, landscapes and landforms can have substantial economic value. The characteristics of a landscape can catch people's imaginations, inspire, and encourage them to visit, tell tales about them, or record them in media, such as art and cinema, resulting in money for the residents of the area represented, or the artists. The tourism sector employs thousands of individuals worldwide, who rely on the presence of visitors on a regular basis. Not every town is a tourist destination, yet few communities do not have a billboard, or a tourist center identifying the town's features. Indeed, several parts of Australia and the world are attractive tourist destinations solely because of their landscapes and features. The results of tourism, at the end of 2019, reflect a continuation of an increased trend over the preceding 5 years. Tourism contributes significantly to the Australian economy, accounting for $102 billion in tourism spending. It employs about 5% of Australia's workforce and provides $27 billion to Australian exports. However, COVID-19 has had a dramatic impact on these figures. Uluru is a world-renowned tourist destination in Australia. It's a massive sandstone monolith that is 348 meters tall and stretches 9.4 kilometers in circle. The federal government declared its desire to return ownership of Uluru to its traditional owners, the Anang people, in 1983, under then Prime Minister Bob Hawke. The traditional proprietors, however, were compelled by the arrangement to lease the park to the Australian National Parks and Wildlife Service for 99 years. UNESCO has designated the park as a World Heritage Site for its ecological and cultural qualities. Uluru attracts around 400,000 visitors each year, delivering a significant economic benefit to the Anang people. This tourism also contributes to visitor education, since demonstrations of cultures, beliefs, and traditions are held. This has been made possible by the creation of a cultural center, where visitors may learn about Anang traditional law, and the foundation of Anang culture. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture places a high value on art. Many pieces of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander art express spiritual meaning, and many of these works are influenced by dreaming stories. This style of art demonstrates a profound awareness of, and relationship to the earth, with a strong emphasis on the origins of landforms and landscapes. Using legends and stories from the dreaming, certain characteristics of landscapes and places are frequently portrayed in forms with a spiritual and symbolic meaning. During this video, you have learned that landscapes and landforms have varied values for different individuals, including aesthetic, cultural, and spiritual aspects. Landscapes and landforms have an important part in the arts and in forming identities. Landscapes and landforms are significant for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Iconic vistas and landmarks, such as Uluru, draw visitors from all over the world.